Hi traders, thanks for stopping by thetradinganalyst.com. This is Taylor and we're going to run through a bunch of charts here. But first, if you're not already a member, go ahead and sign up on the home page and you can sign up for free for 7 days. There's no payment information required. All you need to do is create a username and a password and you are in for free for 7 days. And you can take advantage of all the member only features like the live chat room, member-only videos, member-only watch list, the member-only alerts, and my favorite, the midday webinar where I go over a bunch of charts live where you get to share my screen and see what I'm seeing when I'm seeing it. It's a great opportunity and I suggest that you take advantage of it. So here we have the QQQ's NASDAQ here that I'm going to be covering. We're coming up to a downtrend line right here. Okay, several touches over here, and then we're coming up to it over here. And it's also the resistance from the November and December lows. Okay, as you can see here, a low here, here, and it was the high over here. So definitely a key level right around this 110 level right here. And so far we are getting rejected at it as well as this downtrend line. I'm going to scroll in so you can see it a little bit better. We've got this uptrend line support, touch here, here, several touches here, several touches here, and then we broke below this on Friday's trading session. So we are outside of that uptrend line support. And then if you look at MACD, we had our first bear cross in a while. We had a bull cross over here on the MACD when we made this low over here, and we have not seen a bear cross since before that. Okay, so we broke below that trend line. We got rejected at this trend line as well as the 110 resistance. Looks to me like the Qs are heading lower. Next, I'm going to be covering Palo Alto. Okay, so Palo Alto, we broke this uptrend line. We've got several touches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 touches on that trend line, a really nice trend line, and it was broken, okay? Not only broke that, but we're breaking below these lows as well. We could see somewhat of a little bit of a relief bounce here, but overall it looks like Palo Alto is going to be heading lower in the near term. Next, I'm going to cover Visa. Visa, really bullish looking chart. We broke over this downtrend line right here, and then a chart that I posted for a long time looked like an inverse head and shoulders, and it confirmed with this break above this level. Here is the neckline of the inverse head and shoulders. Here is the right shoulder. Here is the head. Here is the left shoulder. Really bullish break over that resistance, and as you can see, the volume by price bar really big, and we broke over that level as well. Okay, moving forward to the more short term, we've got a little uptrend line acting as support right here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches already at that uptrend line, so it's a little short term line that you can play with. A break below that trend line, and we may come back and retest the downtrend line that we broke over, as well as this new uptrend line. We've got 2 touches here, several touches right here, and we might get another touch of it around here, and as well as the big time support from that volume by price big bar right there as well. Next, I'm going to cover X. I'm going to look at the weekly chart here. Okay, so we're coming up to a big retest of some resistance, okay? This was big time support right around this for about 4 months, okay? For about 4 months, this is a weekly chart, remember? So about 4 months of lows are right here at about that $17 range, and just above that, right around $18, $19, we had another about 4 months of lows that were coming in at that level. So we've got a lot of resistance You can see it on the chart, and you can also see it by the volume by price bars right here. Huge volume by price bars. As you can see here, we didn't have a lot of resistance in that way to get up to this range, but as you can see here, the volume by price bars more than double what it was over here. This was the next volume by price bar, and then the next one more than doubled. Okay, and we've got two really thick volume by price bars, as well as that resistance from the lows over there. So I'm going to touch on the daily chart here, and we did break below this little uptrend line support that we had. We had this uptrend line support, and it broke. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 touches along that trend line. We had a hint by the MACD, which crossed over bearish. The red line crossed below the signal line, making it a bearish MACD crossover as X was heading higher. So that was a little hint for you. You can use that next time, put it in your toolbox. Next, I'm going to be covering GoPro. GoPro short-term downtrend line was broken over right here. I'm going to scroll in a little bit so you can see it better. So we broke over this downtrend line. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches, and then we finally broke over it on Thursday's trading session. I mentioned it for a while, and we finally broke over it. We've also got this uptrend line support. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 touches. Really nice uptrend line support. We are over this about 12, 20-ish resistance. Not the friendliest looking candle that we got on Friday, but again, it's still above resistance, and we are still making higher highs and higher lows, which is the most important thing. Next thing I want to cover is Amzn. Amzn bullish break over this resistance here with this candle, and now we're working on this resistance up here at about 602, several candles touching at that 602 range, so that's going to be the resistance, and then we've got support down here at about 583-ish, okay, and then we've got this uptrend line support here, 1, 2, 3, 4 touches right there. Not the strongest uptrend line, but definitely a valid uptrend line that you want to keep in mind. Okay, support at 583, resistance at 602. Next, I want to cover Gilead Sciences. Looking at the daily chart going back to a year ago, it's been in a downtrend for a year. We've got, this is a really, really nice downtrend line because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 touches here on this downtrend line, and it's been valid for a while. So yeah, we've been in an uptrend since the lows in February, but we're coming up to a big level here for Gilead Sciences. So you got to trade with the trend. If it breaks over this downtrend line over here, if it closes over these highs, closes over about 97 or so, then I believe that Gild can head higher. But until it does that, we got to assume that Gild is going to be heading lower. Next, I'm going to cover Chipotle. Chipotle has been in a downtrend since early March. Right here, well, it's been in a downtrend since October of 2015, but just more recently, we've got a nice little downtrend line to work off against. Since the beginning of March, we've got a few touches here, several touches right here in this range. We also have a break below this 454 resistance, I'm sorry, below that support. The lows of this candle, this candle, this candle, this candle, and these two candles right there. So that was definitely a bounce level, and then we broke below it, okay? So that is now resistance. So 454 resistance, and now we have support down at 440. I believe 440 is going to be tested sometime this week. And if you scroll back, you can see 440 is definitely a big level of support. Several candles here, here, and here as well. So 440, if you're bullish on Chipotle, you want to see 440 hold. If 440 breaks, we're going to see a big, massive move to the downside for Chipotle. It looks like it's going to be doing that. We are in a downtrend, so you got to trade with the trend, and I believe that'll be continuing to the downside. Next, we're going to cover Nike. Nike, looking here, we have this uptrend line right here that was broken. We also had this support line that was broken. We've got several touches. We've got 5 or 6 candles right here that had that low of 61, and then we broke below it with this big bearish engulfing candle. It engulfed the previous day's body, and it was nice, long, big candle with some big volume as well. So a lot of selling on this day right here. And I believe that will be continuing to the downside. Looking at the short term here, this looks to be what looks like a little bear flag here. Here's the pole, here is the flag, and then we had a nice bearish engulfing candle. It actually engulfed the previous 3 days bodies. So here's the open of this day, and it engulfs the previous opens of the last 3 days, and then here's the close, and it is below the bodies of the last 3 days as well. So that makes it a bearish engulfing candle. All right, guys, thank you for stopping by thetradinganalyst.com. Again, you can stop by for free for 7 days, no payment information required. All you need to do is create a username and password, and you're going to be able to get into the chat room, see the member videos, educational material, and see the daily webinar that we do at lunchtime every day. It's a great opportunity, and I hope to see you over there.